Yo, what up? It's Razor Pop lah!
British pop star Mika was born in Lebanon, grew up in Paris and now lives in London. Not once has he been to Singapore before his recent concert here, and yet, this 26-year-old musician knows our HDB system inside out. How so?
We found out somewhere that in university you actually studied about Singapore and you did a thesis on HDB.
Yeah, I did. It wasn't in university, because before I went to the Royal College of Music I was going to be a geographer. And and I decided, and it was in my A-level actually, for 2 years I had to study Singapore and the housing plans and the development, and so finally yesterday I saw them for the first time and I was like, that took 2 years for me to study.
Didn't expect that, did you? So does he know Singapore food as well as he knows our flats?
Have you tried any of our local delicacies?
Not yet.
Because I have something here for you.
Excellent,
yeah,
bring it on. I bet this is a challenge.
We call it curry pop.
Curry pop.
Curry pop, that's right. Now take your time to try some, and you can try now and tell us what you think of it.
Is this gonna, is it spicy?
Just a little bit.
Is there something in it that I shouldn't be eating?
No, it's
okay.
Potato or sardine.
Sardine.
Yeah.
Is it nothing scary?
It's sardine.
It's sardine?
It's actually really good.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You changed your mind about sardine.
Yeah.
Curry pop.
Thank you, curry pop.
Thank you for being for trying the curry pop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's very good. I'll finish it all later.
You can share it with your staff.
Would you like some? I want to go to one of those food courts till 2 o'clock in the morning.
At 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to go after the show. I'm going to go find one of those food courts. I've always heard about them.
You should. There's a very good one. Where's a good one?
Newton Circus.
Newton will rip you up. Anybody work in Newton? No. But there's another one in East Coast. You should try that one.
Okay.
Asian culture is not alien to Mika, who has travelled a lot to China and spent time with his siblings living there. So, what's so fascinating about China to him?
You know, the first time I went to China, I must have been about 9 years old, or 8 years old. And, you know, there weren't as many tourists going to China at that time. I'm 8 or 7 years old. And everywhere we went, we would have a crowd of like 40 people just following us around. And I would look at my mom and I was like, in French, because I would speak French, I was like, Maman, c'est drôle. Ça doit être comme ça with Michael Jackson. It's got to be like this when you're Michael Jackson. And of course, you know, as I went about 7 times over the next few years, went everywhere to all the different regions of China. It changed so much, and seeing that change happen as I was growing up so quickly made me even more fascinated with it. I guess it was really the thing about my mother was so kind of fixated on the emphasis moving away from the West, moving away from Europe. She was like, one day Europe's going to crumble and the only countries are going to be left is going to be, you know, around China, India, the rest of Asia. Those are the countries that are going to take over. And how right she is. Because it's exactly kind of what's happening. You know, if you look at India, you look at China, there's so much more going on than Europe at the moment.
It's so scary. It's so terrifying. Does Mika think of his own music as weird? Find out in the next clip.